Alta from TastyEatsAtHome.com, and today I'm going to show you just how simple it is to steam broccoli and to make it taste really good every single time. Okay, first we want to start with some good broccoli. I actually like to buy it when I can with the stems on because, you know, honestly, I really do like broccoli stems. Not everybody does, but that's what I've got. It's a good bit of broccoli. And I just have a really cheap pot insert to steam with this. This is something that will fit any pot. It's got little feet, see? And you just put a little bit of water in your pot, drop it in, and it will keep everything elevated from the water as it boils so you can steam, and it works just fine. It works even in my big soup pots. So, first thing we want to do is we're going to cut the broccoli. I'm going to cut the florets off, but I'm going to leave those and put them in the steamer last because they take less time to steam than the stems. So I'm going to cut all those. And then while you could peel the stems, I'm too lazy for that, so I actually just put them on in and cut into some sort of rectangular cubic type shape. The outside of it, if you wanted to leave the stem, you could, but it tends to get, especially as you get further down the broccoli, it gets kind of tough, and that's not really desirable. So anyway, you cut it into little pieces about an inch long, and you can just throw them in your steamer and do the next with the next stem. You don't have to be perfect or really worry about this. It's just kind of cutting it into bite-sized pieces. All there is to it. Okay, and then you can start throwing the florets in there. You just want them in nice bite-sized pieces, nothing too large. Oftentimes I'll just break them up by hand if it's easy enough to do so. If I've got something really big, I might cut it, but and get it all laid out so that our lid fits on top, and we just place our lid on top and we turn it on high to start boiling. We will let that come to a boil. You'll be able to tell that it's going to boil because there'll be a little bit of steam coming out, and you will check it after about 4 or 5 minutes to see how far your broccoli has been cooking. Okay, after your broccoli's been steaming for about 4 minutes or so, you'll want to check it. Make sure you open up the lid with the steam away from you so that you don't burn yourself. And the best way to check to see how done it is to take a fork and just poke into a thicker stem. And if it pierces easily, you're good to go. And you'll want to remove it as soon as possible. And take it away, not only off of the heat, but actually out of the way of the boiling water. So I will spoon it into a bowl. This way you won't turn around and your broccoli has turned from a pretty green and crisp tender to brown and mushy and, you know, that flavor, that sulfury flavor that nobody likes in overcooked broccoli. Almost there. Okay. And then you can, if you want to put some butter on it to melt it, you can. I'm just going to season it here with a little bit of kosher salt. And that is it. Okay, that's it. Steamed broccoli is really easy to achieve perfectly every single time, as long as you make sure that you pay attention to your timing, make sure that you're testing it and you're removing it from the heat immediately. You can serve this just as is, or if you wanted to make a fancy cheese sauce to help the kids eat it a little bit more easily, you could do that, or put some butter on it, whatever you'd like to do. Thank you so much. You can see the recipe for this and more at TastyEatsAtHome.com.